Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break. It's Wednesday, September 14th here in Korea. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Da-eun. The 5-day-long Chuseok holiday has begun, and so did the mass exodus of Koreans heading to their hometowns for some family time. Around 4.3 million cars are expected to hit the expressways today alone, and major expressways across Korea, especially at key junctions and interchanges, have been seeing bumper-to-bumper traffic since early this morning. Traffic reached its peak at about noon and is projected to remain slow, moving until at least 7 or 8 p.m. As of now, the estimated travel time from Seoul to Daejeon is 2 hours and 30 minutes, from Seoul to Gangneung is 3 hours, and from Seoul to southern port city of Busan is 4 hours and 40 minutes. So we can see that traffic has eased slightly than this morning. Meanwhile, Incheon International Airport says it expects to process 170,000 passengers today, with 95,000 leaving the country. Many people here in Korea may have already made it back to their hometowns to meet their family or are still on the move, but there are also quite a few people who choose to spend this traditional holiday by themselves. Convenience stores are reaching out to the niche market, and it looks like a win-win for all. Hwang Ho-jun has the story.
So for Chuseok, my parents are actually away in Wonju, and I run a startup in Seoul. So I actually have to work a little more, and don't really have the time to make it over to my family. So I'm just going to spend my time alone in Seoul.
More people are choosing to spend the holidays alone, rather than traveling to be with their family. This trend, along with the 5 million plus single-person households, has impacted the retail scene, with shops responding to the needs of the so-called me generation. For this month, convenience stores have been offering single-serving takeaway meals specifically customized for Chuseok, ranging from marinated sliced beef to Korean-style pancakes.
Those who aren't traveling back home during the holidays are increasing, and sales for easy-to-prepare foods are also on the rise as well. So we reinforced our stock according to that, so that those living alone can easily enjoy the holiday atmosphere as well.
In fact, since 2013, sales of takeaway meals during the holiday season, including Chuseok and Lunar New Year, have been in an upward swing. The sales growth reached 45% last year and will likely increase for this year as well. Convenience store employees say they have noticed a steep increase in demand during the Chuseok holidays.
I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say about 7 out of 10 of our customers these days are those living alone.
There may be various reasons that the customers aren't able to spend time with their family. However, thanks to the convenience stores selling holiday edition meals, some sense of comfort can be found.
It's great, it's easy, it's accessible, it's cheap. I could take a walk down to the convenience store and grab it. And it's really nice to have food like this near the holiday times because, it's nice to feel festive when you're away from home.
This marketing trick of the trade is expected to bring some holiday cheer to the home aloners who get a mini Chuseok feast, and retailers who feed that bottom line. Hwang Ho-jun, ARIRANG News.
Turning now to the latest on North Korea's nuclear issue, China's top diplomat has told South Korea that Beijing agrees on the need for sterner UN sanctions to impede North Korea's nuclear and missile development. Park Jong-ong has the details.
Could Beijing be changing its stance toward its longtime ally, North Korea? Until now, China has insisted on solving the North Korean nuclear issue through dialogue. But in telephone talks with Seoul's Foreign Minister Yoon Byung-se on Tuesday, China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi agreed the time was right to step up the pressure on North Korea, following its spate of nuclear and missile provocations. Minister Yoon called for the swift adoption of a strong UN Security Council resolution to make Pyongyang pay a higher price for its bad behavior and to deter any additional missile launches or nuclear tests. In response, Wang was quoted by Seoul's foreign ministry as saying, the North's nuclear test is a violation of Security Council resolutions that hurts peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. He said China agrees that the international community should take sterner measures against the North by adopting new UN sanctions against the regime. Wang also said China will carry out its obligations, including ensuring the resolutions are fully implemented. The ministers also briefly exchanged their existing positions on the planned deployment of the U.S. missile defense system known as THAAD in South Korea. China maintains that it's against the deployment. Park Jong-hong, ARIRANG News.
Foreign ministers of South Korea, the U.S., and Japan are also set to hold talks on North Korea's nuclear issue when they meet for the 71st UN General Assembly in New York this Sunday. We'll have full coverage on that as we learn more. While South Korea prepares to celebrate the Chuseok holiday, over in the north, across the border, the mood is not so festive. North Korean state media reported this morning that flooding from Typhoon Lionrock has left hundreds of people dead or missing, a much larger figure than the 60 dead and 25 missing it reported last week. The report by the state-run Korea Central Television didn't give specific new numbers, but described the situation as the regime's, quote, first large-scale catastrophe. The floods around the Tumun River reportedly left nearly 70,000 people without homes and inundated railways, roads, and power supply systems near the north's border with China. The report said soldiers and civilians are working on rescue and recovery operations. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more top stories here on ARIRANG. Thank you for watching.